So earlier today, there was a hotfix that's going to have a massive impact on gold making in the War Within, and more specifically when it comes to some of the more rare crafting materials, and even more specifically when it comes to profane tinderboxes. And the hotfix in question is changing the amount of random reagents you can get from the chests at the end of certain difficulties of delves. So the heavy trunks in a tier 6 delve now have a chance to grant 1 to 2 reagents, used to only be 1. Heavy trunks in a tier 7 delve now have a chance to grant 1 to 3 reagents, was only 1 previously. And heavy trunks in a tier 8 delve and above now have a chance to grant 2 to 3 reagents, was previously only 1. Now heavy trunks are the chests at the end of a delve that you get for completing that delve. And if you say complete a bountiful delve, these would be the 2 smaller chests. And you can get these on any tier 8 delve. It does not have to be a bountiful delve. So this means that you'll be able to go into higher tier delves, farm those, and potentially get a lot more profane tinderboxes. Now even though this is a chance, a lot of the times you would run a delve, you would be getting one of these random reagents. And this also doesn't mean you will always be getting a profane tinderbox, because there's still all of the other random rare materials you can get from these, like the mushrooms or the ringing deep alloys, all of those more rare resources that really only come from certain pieces of content, such as farming the dirt piles for wax or farming random treasure chests out in the open world. All of those type of things are what will give you these rare resources as well. Now I haven't been able to put a bunch of time into testing if this is going to be better than just farming tier 1 delves and either doing the gathering strategy that I went over in my previous video, or just say getting a group and spam running tier 1 delves and completing those. I'm not sure if that's going to be better than farming higher tier delves now, because being able to potentially get 3 reagents per chest and having those have a chance to be tinderboxes can be pretty ridiculous. And this already has been confirmed that both of these chests is what can give these, because someone did post a screenshot on Reddit where they got 2 profane tinderboxes from one of the chests and 3 from the other. So that person got 5 tinderboxes from completing 1 higher tier delve. Now at a baseline, this does mean that these rare resources, including profane tinderboxes, are going to get cheaper because of this. Now how much, I'm not sure yet, because spam farming tier 8 delves is going to be a lot slower than like a tier 1, because tier 8 delves are still pretty difficult even if you're like 600 item level, and getting a group for these higher tier delves may actually be worse than solo farming it, because once you get into like tier 8 delves, the enemies have a ridiculous amount of health. When all of the balance changes were coming to delves, they specifically made enemies in those tier 8 delves much tankier than they are in solo delves. So even if you got a group of really high geared DPS, it may still take longer than just farming these as a solo player. And in addition to all of this, it doesn't seem like killing Zekfir and farming him can actually drop these reagents, because Zekfir technically drops the same heavy trunks that all of the other delves do, and the first difficulty of Zekfir is technically tier 8, but I have done a handful of runs in here and it doesn't seem like you can get these reagents. Maybe on the higher difficulty of Zekfir you can, but I haven't went and farmed that yet to test that. But if I would have to guess, it's only going to be normal delves you actually choose the tier of that can drop these reagents from the chest at the end. So if you've been saving up a bunch of profane tinderboxes, I would very much recommend you sell them right now. Even if this change only has a small impact on the price, it will still reduce the price. There's pretty much no world where tinderboxes stay the same price or go up in price now. If I would have to guess, they will probably be below 8k, and in my previous video that was only like 2 days ago, these things were sitting over 12,000 gold. So they're going to go down quite a bit in price. So even if you're able to farm these faster than you were able to previously from doing these higher tier delves, it'll probably still be less golden unless you get super lucky and get like 6 in one run and like 4 in the next run or something like that. But that's pretty much all I want to go over. So thanks for watching.